Hey guys, welcome to Rental Lease Agreement. In this segment, we're going to talk about buying versus leasing. Um, First of all, we're going to talk about buying. Buying is a very exciting time in one's life. Usually means that you're ready to settle down, or you're doing very well in life, you're prospering, your job's going well, so you have some extra cash lying around and you want to invest it, which is always a good idea. Um, one thing you must do before buying a place is to make sure it is within your means. Um, never, never try and max out what you can buy. Always leave yourself a little wiggle room. I mean, if you lose your job or if something were to go wrong, you must leave yourself a little bit of time in order to correct that. Because absolutely no one wants to go into foreclosure. And when one tends to go into foreclosure, they usually tend to go into bankruptcy, and that can be really stressful and really bad. Besides death and prison, I would say those two are next in line. You don't want to get foreclosed, or you do not want to go into bankruptcy. It will make life very difficult. The other thing to do is to never, ever, ever take an adjustable rate mortgage. This is the worst thing you can absolutely do. So you always want to take a fixed rate mortgage. Always want to be consistent. No matter how low that rate is, never take an adjustable rate mortgage because it will always go up. So you're better off taking the higher fixed rate mortgage and taking something that is within your means and that you know you can consistently pay for. So now let's go on to talk about leasing. I always recommend leasing a property before buying one, no matter how much you think you know the market. And if you think the market's at the bottom, it's always smart to at least lease a place for a year. Especially if you plan on leasing that house or that condo, it's always better to lease it. You get a feel for the place. It's like if you were going to, you never marry a woman just by seeing the looks of her. You always want to test out the waters. You start living together, and then you get married. You never just want to see a place and fall in love with it and buy it. The smart way to go is to lease it first. There's also many advantages to that. There's no property tax. If you're in a condominium, there's no condominium fees, and overall, there's just less expenses. You don't have to keep up with the place. The landlord has to keep up with the place. They have to keep up with the expenses. And also, the most you're going to be on the hook for is just 1 year. So if anything ever happens, you're on the hook for 1 year. You're not on a 30-year mortgage. If you ever have to move, you're not tied down to anything. So, highly recommend leasing. It definitely is the smartest way to go. We always think we have to buy a place to invest our money, but honestly, the best thing to do is to keep your money safe is just by leasing. So that's really all I have to say about leasing and buying. Good luck. Good luck with your investments, and thanks for watching Rental Lease Agreement.